Well, hello traveler, welcome to the CopperSpoon. I hope you're hungry because for breakfast we have a hash with a side of fried eggs. Why don't you go grab a seat and I'll plate you up. Hope you enjoy.
Hello my little spoonies, thank you so much for your patience on these videos. Life has been super busy, so I apologize that there has been a delay, but I am going to be here with a full recipe tutorial for you on all 7 Hobbit meals. And to start, we have breakfast. I decided what better meal to start your day than a breakfast hash. It's one of my favorites, so that's what I went ahead and make. I started off by browning some sausage, and while that was browning, I chopped up a orange bell pepper as well as half of an onion. You can use whatever color bell pepper you have or whatever your favorites. My favorites are the red and orange and yellow, and so that's what I had in my fridge. I also cubed up my potatoes at this point. I wanted my potatoes to be nice and bite-sized pieces, but I wanted them to be a little bit bigger than our peppers and onions because that's going to be the bulk of our hash. So I went ahead and chopped those up as well. And the nice thing about breakfast hashes is that you can really customize them however you like. You can add spinach, you could add artichoke hearts if you want, you could add sun-dried tomatoes. You can really make a breakfast hash your very own with whatever ingredients are your favorite. So go crazy here, but you're going to want to dice and prep everything at this beginning stage. Now that our veggies are all prepped and ready to go, we're going to move back to our sausage. Now I just had this browning while I was chopping my veggies, and by the time I was done, the sausage was just about done. Now this sausage didn't have a ton of fat in it, so I added in about 3 to 4 tablespoons of butter and then added in my peppers and onions. I let that cook down until everything got a nice golden brown color. You want a nice golden brown color on the sausage, on the peppers, on the onions, and you want everything to be nice and softened here. My pan was pretty small, so I went ahead and removed everything from my pan, but if you have a big enough cooking vessel, you can just go ahead and add your potatoes right in. I added a little bit more butter and then my potatoes with some salt, pepper, and some garlic and herb seasoning mix, and then after mixing all of the seasonings around, I topped it off with about a half of a cup of beef broth. In my opinion, there is nothing worse than a crunchy potato, so this beef broth is going to help steam the potatoes and make them nice and soft and fluffy. After the beef broth has fully evaporated from the pan and been absorbed by the potatoes, you are ready to start mixing everything around. You're just going to mix that around until everything gets a nice and golden brown color on it. I prefer my potatoes a little bit soft for hashes, but if you like them crispier, you can add a little bit of extra oil to your pan and cook those potatoes until they get nice and crispy. Then I just mixed everything back together and threw a big helping of our hash into a skillet. Now, if you don't have a skillet or an oven-safe plate, you can just top your hash with your cheese directly inside the pan and then put a lid on it to cover it. Or you can transfer this to an oven-safe baking dish and melt the cheese on top all at once. I just threw that under the broiler and let it cook just till the cheese was nice and melty. I then went ahead and fried an egg. All I did to fry this egg was I put some butter in a pan, cracked the egg in, and covered it with a lid until the whites of the egg were nice and cooked. Now you're just ready to serve and enjoy.